Hello everyone and welcome to this new channel that I have created called The Blind Spot. I just wanted to introduce myself and briefly talk about my goal for this channel as well as my retinitis pigmentosa. So let's start with that. I was diagnosed at the age of 3 with retinitis pigmentosa, and as of today I am nearing 27 years old, so this has been a lifelong journey for me. I'm still learning a lot. Gaming is one of my favorite hobbies, but of course, being that I'm visually impaired, that kind of limits me to the games I can play. They kind of have to meet certain criteria. Here in front of us on the screen is one of my favorite games of all time, which is Phasmophobia. It's a ghost hunting game. I hope to mainly, I guess, do live streams, but maybe also record those streams and make clips out of that to post as videos. Also, another one of my all-time favorites is 7 Days to Die. Grand Theft Auto 5, but I haven't played that in a while. Project Zomboid is another one I like, but I haven't played that in quite some time either. I would like to maybe explore that game a little bit more. There's a game, it's actually free on Steam. It's called Supermarket Together. It's not the most optimized or graphically pleasant game to play, but it's free and it's fun to me. I kind of like simulator type games like that. Also, there's a game I've played maybe around 200 hours in. It's called Farm Together 2. There's also the original Farm Together. I haven't played much of that one, but that's just to name a few games that I, quite frankly, I'm able to play and that I get great enjoyment out of. So in terms of my eyesight, for quite some time now, I haven't had any usable vision in my right eye, so my left one's always been my good one. But even then, I only have about 3 to 5 degrees of peripheral vision in my left eye. It's literally like looking through a straw. So there's, as I said earlier in this video, there's certain criteria in games that has to be met in order for it to be enjoyable for me. So, for example, here in Phasmophobia, the maps are somewhat small. I mean, there's large maps, of course, but it's not super fast-paced all the time. I can't really do games like that, like Call of Duty, where people are going all across your screen. It's hard for me to even see someone to shoot them. Phasmophobia also has a really bright flashlight, and that is pretty much a must in a game where it gets dark. Now, the vision in my left eye is 20/40, so it's still pretty decent, but I do have to enlarge things on my computer. I use a larger mouse. Just lots of little workarounds to make using my computer and playing video games more accessible. Because that is the point, is to have a good time when you're playing a game. Also, the symptoms that I suffer from with retinitis pigmentosa is the night blindness, which means if something is not very well lit or the lighting is dim or just plain dark. I really struggle with that, and that does translate over into video games. Sometimes I can be looking at something and it's like my eyes don't even create an image, so that's very difficult at times. But I am thankful to still have at least some eyesight left to enjoy this hobby of playing video games in my spare time. If you guys are coming over from the tech channel, welcome here. I'm sure a lot of you did not know about my retinitis pigmentosa. That may be something I reveal on that channel eventually as it continues to grow. But my overall goal is to play video games and have people ask me, how do I do it? I want people around the world to be more educated about retinitis pigmentosa. There's not a lot of knowledge around it. So I want my audience to ask me questions. That way people can understand how I'm able to do certain things and the techniques that I use. So hit subscribe. I'm excited to see where this journey leads to, and I'll see you guys around.